Hi there, everybody. Need Z here with a sort of a unofficial vlog update type thing. Three main things I want to cover real quick. One, if you watched the new episode and want to point out a small, little, huge flank error I made, I already know about it and I'm planning to address it in a couple of videos, try to make light of the situation so I can at least try to get some comedy out of the situation. But yes, I feel appropriately dumb, so that will be corrected in the near future. But speaking of videos, I'm going to try to make June a really busy month because not only did I pre-order a booster box and the three draft packs that they're doing instead of theme decks for Marks and Time, Interplay is doing this really awesome thing that I'm actually really liking because as I'm pretty sure I mentioned at the very least in social media, there are never any pre-release events in my area. The nearest one is always at least another entire freaking state away. And I mentioned that when High Magic was coming out, and Interplay said, well, shoot us an email and we'll see if we can do something for you. And while that was extremely awesome of them, I never got around to doing it because I'm extremely forgetful. But I think they took that idea to heart because now they're saying, for Marks and Time, they have this thing going on where if you're at least three hours away from your closest event, you can actually order the pre-release kit for, supposed to be you and your friends, but I don't know if any of my friends are that into the game. So yeah, I will definitely be... Basically, I am going to have a crap ton of packs to go through because the pre-release kit contains 64 packs. That's a box and a half, basically. And I'm about to get interrupted, so this will be interesting. And I'll also be ordering the booster box, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And why to say what I'm about to be interrupted? I'm actually on vacation with a bunch of friends. We're like renting a beach house, and actually it looks like they went to the hot tub instead, so I'm safe for right now. But the reason I'm bringing that up is because I mentioned way back in episode 0 I might be doing player reports, for the rare opportunities I actually get to play the game, and I haven't done that yet. And I actually wanted to do it this time because a friend of mine, really cool guy named John. I don't get to see him very often because he lives like on the opposite side of the country as me, but he's a really cool guy and he's like really into board games and card games and just games in general. So while he's not into My Little Pony at all as far as I know, he was genuinely interested in the game, so I taught him and we played a few rounds. Now what I did is I let him use this deck I affectionately refer to as Pegasus Airways. This is a deck box from Legion Supply, and I have the matching protective sleeves. This is a blue-yellow deck using Rainbow Dash hanging out, her Candlelight Knights Gala main. And this is one of the decks I'm actually really, really proud of because this is probably the first deck I met where like every card plays off the other. It's like I said, it's blue-yellow, and every card in here is either a critter or a Pegasus or a card that plays off critters or Pegasi. So 9 times out of 10, it actually works really well. And I say that because my friend, who I was teaching the game to, kicked my flank both times we played. It was a bit concerning for me because it was a very slow start for him. Like the first game we played... You're fine. Go.
Hi, Nate.
Hi, Rachel.
Boobies.
Okay, I'm keeping that in. That's my friend Rachel, someone else I was trying to teach a game to that we haven't played yet. But anyway, he got off, like the first game we played, I was like kicking his butt. Like I think when he still had 4 points, I was up to 11. But then he came around and I think that was the game where he had 13 points and then won a problem face-off on my turn on a 2-point problem. But yeah, so I'm going to try to adjust this deck to get it started because I know it should be starting sooner. The problem was he wasn't getting yellow entry, but I know there's a ton of yellow entry in here, so I'm going to readjust this deck, but it's still, it still does me good. Yeah, my friend who never played the game before was able to kick my flank with this deck, so I am getting better. Speaking of, I use the opportunity to play test 2 decks I've been working on. Here is my boomstick, also a Legion Supply deck, and this is a white-purple deck, where basically it's, again, all 3 of these are going to be the Galamains, because except for Twilight and Applejack, all the Galamains, I will say, are pretty decent. But, that's probably a video in and of itself, so I won't go into too much detail there. But the idea with this one is I have a ton of accessories, and purple just generates tokens so I can always play the accessories I need. And this deck worked really, really well. It worked a lot better than I thought it would. Like I said, I still lost, but until he caught up, I was just scoring points left and right. It was a lot of fun. So I'm really pleased with how this one came out. And then my second try around, I used... Oh, you're fine. I'm sorry. You're good. I'm terribly sorry. I didn't know you were out there. That was my dear friend Deborah. I will try to edit that out because she looked very... Anyway. This is my deck, Horsing Around. Again, Legion Supplies. You should buy their products. They are awesome. And no, I'm not being sponsored. But this is a pink-orange deck. And the conceit there is pink will dismiss my opponent's friend while orange makes them discard as many cards as possible. As I was putting it together, it's like, if it works the way I want it to, this is going to be a very mean deck. And it didn't quite work the way I hoped. I don't know if I just got a bad hand or I just didn't get the opportunities to play the cards right, because every time I tried to use one of those abilities where I was either dismissing or making my opponent discard, I was actually hurting myself more than him. So I didn't activate any of those abilities when I had the opportunity. So yeah, that one definitely needs some adjustment, and that one was, it took him a while to get started again with trying to get yellow on the field. I mean, he was getting really frustrated because for the longest time the only yellow he had was Forest Owl. So needless to say, that didn't go very well for him. But we still managed to keep the game really, really close. It was like tied up all the way to the very end. And even then, he was using the blue mobility stuff quicker. Like, he came up with combinations I didn't even realize were there. So, educational for me. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm here for about another day or so. I'm going to try to get at least a couple more games in. I don't know if I'll do video updates on that. But... so yes, I know about the mistake in the last episode. I'm going to be making a video about it. And I'm planning for a lot of video content in June because I'm going to be getting a lot of Marks and Time stuff, and I feel like it'd be a wasted opportunity. Don't know what yet because I don't know when anything is shipping. And I got to play a couple games, and I had a really great time even though I lost. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to stop recording, try to polish this up, edit my friend Deborah out so she doesn't kill me, and I'll talk to you guys later.